of a surprise announcement coming out of Salford City. Gary Neville has bought Peter Lim's stake in the League Two club, apparently. And what does this mean, really, for the club? Well, according to them, it will pave the way for a new strategic partner. Who that is and what that's going to mean, we don't know. I mean, they're obviously wanting some sort of change because, I personally think, when these guys got on board, the club were in the 8th tier of English football, which is so far removed from the Football League. But they've managed to guide them to the Football League and to the League Two. But since then, it's been about 5 seasons or so now. Since then, they've not managed to kick on, really. They've not managed to get to the League One or even further. They obviously want to get them into like the Championship or whatever eventually, but it's not quite happened for them yet for a number of reasons. It's just they've not quite had the momentum behind them, and it's been difficult to kind of recapture that. And thinking cynically, maybe Peter Lim's just thought, you know what, I'll just get out now. This is as good as it's going to get, and it's going to be too much effort to kind of kick it on even more. I don't want to invest much more money just in case I don't see a return on it, because right now they're probably not seeing much of a return on it. So with that in mind, what's going to happen now? Well, Gary Neville becomes the largest stakeholder in the club. The class of '92 as it is, so him, Phil Neville, Nicky Butt, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, and David Beckham, they all own 100% of the club now. But Gary Neville owns 60%, I believe. I think all those guys had 10%. But obviously Neville now has 60%. So what's going to happen? Well, they're obviously going to look to try and bring somebody in. Who that is, don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, it could allow them to kind of kick on, like they say, like they kind of allude to. We'll bring you more news when we have it, but we don't know who this person's going to be. Imagine if it's Sir Alex Ferguson or someone like that. Can he even do that? I don't think he can. He's got too much skin in the game when it comes to Man United, surely. I know he's not like a shareholder there or whatever, but yeah, it could well be somebody that's very wealthy. They've got links to maybe one of Beckham's friends in the USA or something. There's that many USA American kind of investment firms and stuff like that coming into football. It would not surprise me at all if there's someone coming out of Miami that Beckham knows or whatever that's going to come over and take half of the shares for the club. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's a kind of a big development, really. Salford looking to get promoted again, but it's so competitive in that league. It's so competitive in every league in England. It's quite close between them all, and we'll see what happens with this. But yeah, who's your guess, guys? Who's coming in? Who's their new strategic partner that could come into the club down the way? Let us know in the comments below, and of course, keep it tuned to thefootballchronicle.com to see much more stories just like this.